This is your boy Andrew Lovell coming to you with Man on the Streets. You know, right now we're here in Crum Point, in the village of Crum Point. This is the tourist hub of Tobago, and we're just out here with our boy right here. You know, he's a business owner, and you know, we just want to ask him a couple questions. You know, on the entertainment and amusement industry. You know, so my friend, you know, many of our lives have been impacted by, you know, the entertainment industry and by modern technology. What do you think are some of the pitfalls of, you know, the modern technology and the amusement industry on our lives?
Well, I find that, for example, kids are not really socializing anymore. They are, instead of playing outside, everybody would sit for themselves in front of their computer or in front of their phone and be busy with themselves, or have imaginary friends on the internet that they don't even know, and instead of going outside to play, they spend too much time inside, in my opinion.
Okay, we just here at Cody's with some kids, and we just want to know, you know, want to find out about their favorite movies and so on. But we just want to know what positive lessons you all would have learned from these movies that you all would have called. What positive lessons you have learned from your movie?
How to fight.
How to fight.
How to fight back to your enemies. And sing.
How to fight back your enemies.
Why?
How to read.
How to read. Wow, that's a good one. You know how to read. We all need to know how to read.
Stand up for yourself and don't fall.
Stand up for yourself and don't fall. Hey folks, you know, we come in here, right here at the office of the Prime Minister, and we are joined here by Mr. Beckles. So, you know, today, Mr. Beckles, young people are bombarded with, you know, modern technology and all these things. What would you say are some of the pitfalls of, you know, modern technology? Not just modern technology, but the social media, the WhatsApp, the Facebook. What do you think are some of the pitfalls of these things?
Well, I think that modern technology, despite its attempts to promote socialism, creates more anti-socialism than ever, because persons are home at almost all the time, especially now. They're home and they're staying away from persons. Even if it didn't have corona, they would be home away from persons where they have no real interaction taking place. No more cricket in the street, no more football in the street, no more sports, no more just walking out the road. Everybody's just inside and they very socially antisocial. You know, so that's one of the major pitfalls, I think. I think also that in the movie industry, they have a lot of hidden messages too that you may not always recognize, but shows even I watched as a young man growing up. I would see them now playing over, and you would see certain things like, whoa, you wouldn't recognize it as you were watching it younger, but now that you're seeing it, you're like, whoa, that's really what they're showing children, right? So they have a lot of negative or things that children should not be seeing hidden in these shows.
Okay. So we want to thank you, Mr. Beckles, for your contribution. You know, you touch on our next question. You know, you touch on, you know, the subliminal messaging. So we want to thank you, and you know, Mr. O, I have a question here for you. You know, oftentimes as Christians, we find ourselves browsing the internet aimlessly, and you know, when we browse the internet aimlessly, we could find ourselves in some compromising situations. What can we do as Christians to prevent us ending up in these compromising situations?
Well, one can install an ad blocker that will prevent all ads from being placed on your screen browser, right? And also, one can place an safe search, right? That will prevent all adults on things on here.
So, I want to thank you, Mr. O, for your contribution. So, according to Mr. O, you can install an ad blocker and a safe search to prevent yourself from ending up in compromising situations over the internet? Thank you. Okay, we're coming from you right here at Taylor Mall, Scarborough. So, Mr. Kerron, what do you think are some of the pitfalls of, the social media and modern technology on the lives of young people?
Well, I think it's a bad kind of influence because these things are like everyone just want, like from the time you're one person doing it, everybody just pick up like a chain reaction and everybody just going towards it and they don't know what direction they're going into. So I find it's a bad impact it having. For instance, like the reason, like if you want to do something, I don't know the reason behind it, right? So you just can't be following somebody blindly and just, So I find it's a bad impact, and if people check themselves, they will understand the reason why they're supposed to live a certain way and don't be of the world. And once you have a relationship with God, that is the best thing. You don't have to please human because at the end of the day, it's God you're going back to, and He's the one who's judging everything. So human beings you don't really have to please them, live up to them, because what to say, at the end of the day, them is just a human. Everyone has to dead, and we're going to reach our maker, right? Judgment Day, He will make the decision about where we'll go and from so. But this social media thing, I find it is not just the bigger heads and them trying to make money. They want to they link everybody into a certain realm or their own realm, right? To just be followers and not leaders, and they try to distract the people like me who just try to send the positive attitude. They try to distract we or get rid of we quickly. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Brother Kerron. I think that was a brilliant answer. Yeah. So that's it from Taylor Mall. This is Man on the Street. We're coming to you right here live from downtown Scarborough, right here at Ragu's Roti Shop. So today we're joined here with Marissa. And Marissa, we just want you to answer a simple question. Marissa, what do you think are some of the effects that social media could have upon the lives of people? What do you think are some of the effects social media have upon the lives of people?
Well, honestly, social media has its positive and negative impacts. It all depends on the person's use of it, as well as what they would be able to derive on it, if it would be a positive or a negative outcome. For example, I would use social media for entertainment in the cases of comedy or so. But if I'm interested in doing a new dish, I would Google it, I will YouTube. That will be the positive impacts, as opposed to others who would use it to actually advertise a negative attitude towards society and towards others. That will be the negative impact that social media has on society for today. So it all depends on the person's usage of the platform, as well as taking either the positive or the negatives out of it.
And that's it, folks. We want to thank you again, Marissa. That's it from here. Okay, folks, this has been the end of our first edition of Man on the Streets. Until next time, remember that Jesus loves you, and always remember to seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness. Until next time, see you again. Till next time.